In 1998, I won Mr. America, and that was really from the obsession of when he said there, when he looked at there, and I don't like pride and ego, I don't want to use that. Find your vehicle. Now we have to find the hero's vehicle. This fucking sucks. That's all it does. The cows is no. He's a corrected carrier. You know, I want to see your son shit. And a 19 shit. And then to invite you. Fuck. I was going to the bathroom. No, that's not working. And to me, that was so absurd sounding that our society promotes, educates. Fuck me, dude.
I mean, you're not 100% relaxed. Just like if I had a show, like, you know, you want it over with just to do it. You know, I want it to be now. I am one talk away from that one person here. You know, that moment's gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
That's where the preparation and the opportunity to meet. You follow? So that I think I feel more pressure on that. It's like, who is the unknown? Remember, Tim? So I'm like, I know the unknown's out there. So I'm doing the opposite. I'm embracing the unknown. So I know, like, is tonight the unknown? Is the unknown going to happen tonight? And then maybe the next time is the unknown here, and then the unknown will reveal him or them or the opportunity of themselves, and then I'll be able to look back like that's one unknown. And so now after that unknown, so what's the next unknown? Filing, tweaking, not too much tweaking, but just kind of going through it. All right, we're on day 2 in Salt Lake City. Today is the Hero Day. This is when we do it. And again, I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for your emails, your texts, and your comments, that you're really excited. So I know you feel like you're going in with me, which you are, you really are. So I appreciate those things. And I can tell you one thing, when I go to speak tonight, you know, I'm not just going to speak for myself. Now I really realize that I'm speaking for all of us. So that's super cool, and it's a grateful honor to have. So I'm so appreciative of that. So today is the day. You know, in a couple hours I'll be doing the keynote. So am I nervous? Not as nervous as what you would think, because I put the work in. Whatever it is, I think you get really nervous when you're unprepared. And I think when you prepare, you eliminate luck. But as you start practicing and preparing, you go from feeling scared and insecure, and then the closer you get, and this happened when I competed too, or even with a test when I was in school, as I got closer, the more work I put into it, the more preparation, then all of a sudden your expectations of yourself start to be met. And so now you're not as insecure and you're not as nervous anymore. Then with all that preparation, that's when you become the lucky person to the mediocrity of society. See, there's no luck. It's always, when you look in the back, it's always the preparation that people don't see that really make you the champion. Here she comes. So, look at them shoes. Look at them shoes. Oh, damn, babe. Because we started documenting it, because we put ourselves out there every single day in Facebook Live, and we're letting people in on everything that's going on. Now I'm standing here and I practiced and we did everything, I'm ready to go, but now I'm feeling the responsibility and the risk that we chose to take on by documenting it and by letting people know what's going on. Like, so if we never said anything and no one would have known, because now I feel like the eyeballs are on, or I feel like people tonight are waiting, expectantly to win with me, right? And so you feel the I don't want a little bit extra pressure or like, wow, what did we get ourselves into? But I think the reward is so much greater at the end of it. What's up, Facebookers? There's Timmy D and Dr. Z. We're about to do that hero keynote. This is where it starts. So the whole journey up until this point was for this beginning. This is the beginning. So today I'm going to call it Hero Rising. How about that? Sure. Well, see you soon. We'll do it live later. And I'm going to key eye really loud too.
Are you really?
Yeah. Because that'll get me in such a great state.
Yeah.
And wake everybody up.
Got a quick second?
What's up, brother? Yeah.
I've wanted to ask you a question for a long time now. I've been following you for quite some time now, and I noticed this shift you've had recently. When did having one of, if not the largest and most successful chiropractic practices in the world become not enough for you?
I don't know, but all I know is I was getting depressed, getting unsatisfied, losing pleasure, feeling burnt out. But we were, even though it's great and we have great secret identities, but we're still, the feeling of unsatisfaction is because we know we are deep inside, you know you're not really reaching your potential. And you know that right now. Right? That's
I'm in my comfort zone. I mean,
it's comfort, but it's comfortable and tormenting at the same time.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
That's where you're at.
That's why I'm here today.
That's where you're at. Oh, you'll love it, man. This talk's for you tonight. I guarantee it.
Thanks, brother.
Absolutely.
Ripwater's the name of my intellectual property company.
Great rock and roll, man.
Awesome.
Thank you. I'm really excited to watch it, actually.
Part of our expansion of that is utilizing Ripwater to be able to build this. The next person that you're going to hear from is that guy that breaks through what you believe is impossible, creates a new standard, and then people can follow along and achieve more than they thought was possible. Ready to hear from him? Mm-hmm. All right, Dr. Chris Zaino, come on up, buddy.
Dear Secret Identity, thank you for trying to protect me all these years. You are no longer needed. The hero rises. So I went to see this guy, Dr. Roger, and he told me how the body had innate intelligence. 7 months of the hardest months of my life, the blood had stopped, and my body healed itself from the genius inside the body of an incurable terminal disease called ulcerative colitis. I have 2 beautiful sons that I was told I would never be able to have. I had it all. Dude, you're blessed. Stop being ungrateful. You made it. But I wasn't being ungrateful. There was something here. There was like a beast in the cage, something in the basement. And I asking why and why and why. And then finally, after I asked why, I just got frustrated and said, you know why? Because I want to be admired. I want to be admired for someone who worked their ass off to serve people and save their lives. I just want to be known for that. So here, I was the hero this entire time. My job was my identity, not who I was and who I was created to be. Who in here would say that you experienced some form of depression, high, medium, or low, despite your great achievements in your life? How about worry? We were never told we could have ego, pride, and humility, but that is what the hero has. And then so we're at karate one day, and karate has, they have the 2-way mirrors, and then, just practice as usual, and all of a sudden, you hear, ah! And it shook the whole room. In that moment, my son embraced something. He became something different. He embraced the pride, the ego, and the confidence, and he believed in himself and declared the I am. And in the I am, the ki, or the war cry, was like the roar of the lion. It was when the baby cub realized who it was. And there's always that day where that baby cub finally, roars like the lion. So now it's your turn. You could decide to choose to live in the comfort and the torment of your secret identity, or you could choose to embrace the full expression of the genius that was always with you, and to be able to serve it to the world, a world that is looking for, they're praying for, and they're waiting for the true, authentic version of you, the hero. Thanks so much, man. Thanks so much. Thanks, guys. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Pleasure to meet you, Jonathan.
Brought tears to my eyes. Thank
Awesome,
you.
man. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
What's your name?
John.
John. Pleasure to meet you, John. Thanks so much. That's great, man.
How are you?
Awesome, my man. How you doing?
You had me in tears.
Oh, really? Well, that means a lot to me. What about, what was it that touched you?
The whole trying to get out of myself.
Yeah, just at Facebook, tell me how you're doing, and we'll keep in contact. Okay? And I'm here for you.
But you touched my heart.
All right, thank you so much. You touched mine.
I was just totally blown away with Chris's presentation. I've seen him many times, but he just broke through to a place I've never seen before. In watching it in the war room setting where we're working on these concepts, brand, the messaging, etc., I just watched it all assimilate into something that was as powerful a thing that I've ever seen. It was an amazing experience for me. It was very emotionally moving, and it's rare you see such purity of expression in any human being. So it was a really rewarding experience.
So this has just been conditioned all our lives, and you look at yourself and you don't even know who you are. And it creates a whole journey of self-awareness, and be aware and be like, what are those things? And that's your journey. The thing is, you don't want to be doing something that you hate. So when I felt that I was burning out or depressed or these little things, it wasn't that I wasn't fulfilled in my job, it was just that I knew I had more, but I wouldn't allow myself to be okay with that.
Right, that's awesome.
Wow.
And so when I was okay to that, my wife gave me the go. Then in a matter of 67 days, I went from depressed, not happy, but putting on a good smile, to having more energy than I ever had in my life. So it was literally just tapping in and allowing it to happen and be okay with it. And you know what? It's tough to look in the mirror and say, I am fill in the blank. Because when you say I am hero, I am a hero, in the beginning you kind of feel dirty, right? Because it's something we were told never to be okay with that. But after a while, it feels so good. And what I could talk about when I asked my son, so when you key-eyed like that, how'd it feel? And he goes, Dad, it felt awesome. Because inside him, he felt what was awesome was the self-confidence, the self-esteem, and who he really was. Who wouldn't want that for your kids or yourself, right? Cool.
That was cool.
Thanks, guys. Well, thank you so much. You blessed me. Thank you so much. Thanks for everything.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you. You know what to do, my man, right?
You.
From conception to actually manifestation, right? So we thought about it. We went for it. The unknowns opened. The risk happened, a lot of risk, right? Risk with us videoing, documenting, putting it on the line. Got 12 days to make a keynote. What? 12 days? I didn't even start yet. Call Roberto, dude, we got to do it. But I was able to do it in less than 12 days, practice it 50 times. And then as nervous as I was, I know how to get this out of the way. So the reason why this was HeroRising, meaning that this was the beginning of it, just the beginning. And to get up here and rock it 100%, it's exactly the way I envisioned it. You know, we talked about envisioning it. So remember, you got to be inspired by yourself. And that kept me going. You know, I didn't want to practice it 50 times. I didn't want to make a keynote. I was scared. I was nervous because it was out of my identity. It was out of the Chiro realm that I was great at. So this is something new. So it's new. You don't know what's going to happen. Are people going to like it? You know, all these things go through your head, but what keeps you moving and keeps you going is you visualize the end result. So I visualized on stage, I visualized a black shirt with this. Like, this shirt was custom made because it's what I saw. I visualized rocking it. I visualized the audience reacting. I visualized Gentempo sitting there. That's why he was supposed to leave. He had to catch a plane. And I said, please sit here. You know why? Because he was part of my vision. Like, you can't leave because then you're not part of what I dwelled on. So he stayed, right? Just like we said. I knew he would be impacted because his value was impact. And because he was part of this, I knew he'd be impacted. I knew the crowd would do a standing ovation. In my mind, that's what I saw. And I stayed because I knew people would come up. And they would tell me how their lives were touched by it. And I would ask them, what about it was it? And everybody had a different thing on what touched them on it. So that's why it's emotional, because you see it all happened already. This day already happened here. And it's not like The Secret, you know, it's not that I'll just think about it and it happens. No, I thought about it and it kept me inspired to keep working and working hard so my hard work and preparation would meet the vision. You follow what I'm saying? So I couldn't have done well if I didn't practice. And so now that first one's gone, the nerves are done, and we're ready to rock and roll. It was well received. And it's just the beginning, Timmy. You know, going back to February, when I realized, well, wait a second, I was the hero the entire time, and I was living in a secret identity. And to be able to stand on the stage and know I rocked it. I am Hero.